I've been overworked recently the past few weeks at my job because they just fired a whole team and now they're pinning that work onto a couple people. And so I'm one of those people, and it's one of those things where like I'm happy to help out like when I can, but it has now just become an unspoken responsibility of mine, and I can't speak out about it because it's also like promotion cycle happening and I have to be on my best good boy behavior in order to be in favor of the people in power to, you know, throw me an extra bone, because that's what I need to pursue financial independence and to one day not be someone's bitch. Hello everyone, my name is Trey, and if you're new here, welcome. Usually I talk about all things personal finance and financial independence related. And this is definitely on that topic, but it's not gonna be a structured video. It's gonna be a rant. I'm getting so fed up with it, guys, and I just needed to have like a release and talk to you about it because there is just no one else that I really want to turn to with this. If you're one of my friends in real life that's watching this, like, I love you so much. I did not want to bore you with this in person because I have already talked your ear off. So thank you for being a great friend. Do not take this as I don't want to talk to you. Just take this as I was trying to spare you the emotion. But yeah, I'm coming to this video in a place of frustration. One, because of my job. Two, because I personally, honestly, have just overbooked myself with a ton of shit to do, and that part's on me. But three, my car's check engine light came on. I was low on gas. I had to get an oil change. And when I went to get my oil change today, they told me that not only do I need to figure out what the fuck is wrong with my engine because it feels very wrong when they drove it, also the front brakes are just gone. They said that I have been driving without front brakes for a long time, and they were surprised that I was not dead. That's just crazy because it's also right before Christmas time and I'm already kind of behind my budget, so it just feels like everything's falling apart because this is going to be probably $300 to $400 to replace the brake on my car, as well as $100 just for an engine diagnostic test, as well as probably another couple $100 to replace whatever the fuck is wrong with the engine. I'm probably out between $500 to like $1,000 going into a time when I need to spend more, and going into a time when I need to be, again, on my best good boy behavior because end of year cycle is coming up, which is the negotiation for raises and promotions. I'm just in a shitty place, y'all. I thought that this would be honestly a good source to talk through my emotions with my FI path right now. Y'all, I'm just fucking burnt out. I just feel like no matter what I do, it's not good enough. And I keep getting, like praise at work, like I get that verbal confirmation, but it doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. Like, again, we'll see if I get a raise, we'll see if I get a promotion, whatever, but you know what the goddamn honest truth is? That shit does not matter to me. I do not want to be a manager. I don't want to be in charge of an abusive system that takes advantage of fresh college grads that know that they deserve better but just can't get better because we're in late stage capitalism. I feel like I'm actually in a field that's growing right now. Like, I'm in UX and customer experience, and that is actually something like that is blowing up right now. It's crazy to think that like finding out how people best interact with elements on the internet is an entire job field now that I'm a part of. Like, that's fucking awesome. I'm interested in the research though. I'm not interested in applying that research to take advantage of people. And unfortunately, that's what is profitable. And that is a system that I have been put into. And it's easy to remove myself a little bit from that because like I'm trying to get people to like click buttons to buy a product, and it's not like a scam product or anything like that. So it's not like the ickiest thing to do, right? Like, everyone tries to sell things. It's fine. I just feel like I keep getting fucking bludgeoned with the bullshit of capitalism and hierarchy in white collar America. And I feel like no matter what I do, if I express myself honestly, it only ever comes back to bite me. In a work environment. Who knows about this? We'll see if this leads to anything. Honestly, I think what's fucking blowing my mind is realizing that I'm in a hot field right now that pays well, and I'm in a company that likes me for the most part and is promising me these big things. We'll see if it follows through, but like, I should be happy, right? And I fucking know that that stuff doesn't actually give happiness, but I didn't expect it to suck this much, I guess. I thought that, you know, I'm doing all the right things to set myself up for my future. But what I'm realizing is I probably could have been like a blue collar worker doing like some type of like, I don't know, like skill or trade that is like physical in labor somewhat. And if I enjoyed that, I think I would have liked it so much better because I'd be working for myself and actually like producing something with my hands and creating something or solving a problem, which like is really important to my work. So getting that physical element, you know, I work digitally, so getting that physical element in, I think would be really important to me. But no, I'm stuck listening to the man carrying out little bullshit assignments that get thrown my way on the drop of a dime, and I just have to do it because white collar jobs were just created for the profit of the stakeholders and the abuse of the people that are actually in the system doing the work. I think I would actually enjoy being like a plumber or an electrician. I don't know jack shit about that stuff, but the older that I get, the more that I realize that those jobs are actually more suited for my personality. Like if I get to fix something for someone and like, yes, you have to still have customer service skills or whatever and be nice to clients, but I think that's in my personality, honestly. Like I think I'd be fine with that bit of it. Just the fact that like, I'm tired of putting up with the bullshit of other people. My outlook on my career, whatever, is bleak. To be honest, like even seeing myself being successful in this career, I don't think I like that person, like the vision like that I'm seeing, like still like slaving away to get people to click something or like buy something. Like, yes, that information is very interesting to me, but applied, it has like no meaning in this universe besides making a profit. And I know that a solution is separating your meaning from your work. Like, I get that. I've seen all of those videos. I am a big fan of Catherine. I can't spend 8 hours of my day having no meaning in life or actively hating what I do. Like, that is just not a balance. That is depression and anxiety. And that's why so much of America and the world, like the majority of the world, I think, is in capitalism. Like, that's why we're all fucking depressed, and that's why the world is going to shit, y'all. It's because we've created a system. It puts profit at the heart of it, at the expense of everything else, including the fucking end of the world. And that sounds really dramatic, but like literally we just keep harvesting all of our natural resources. We keep contributing to climate change. And me too. Like I have a fucking car that is now a fucking wreck. And I've been flying to and from work a million times this year. And my carbon footprint is fucking terrible. I'm sure that it is. But it's like, I'm gonna keep doing it because the only way for me to get out of the system is to either live on a commune or become FI and do whatever the fuck I want because I no longer depend on money for my existence. It's just hard, y'all. Anger was just the first emotion. I'm honestly just sad. I'm really sad. And I mourn what my life could have been if I didn't have to work 8 to 10 hours a day just to make money, just to afford basic necessities, just to hoard money so that one day I can quote unquote retire, live off the grid somewhere, and feel like I'll at least have enough resources to minimally keep me going so that I don't have to live in this icky system anymore. Well, I'll still have to live in it. There's literally no escape until it's disestablished, but quasi-escape from it, I guess. I don't know what the solution is, guys. I'm not offering a solution to capitalism. This might be the best that we have for right now, but there needs to be something better because I know that I'm privileged. Like, I know that I'm privileged and I'm like, okay, I'm privileged and I can see, like I have the education and I can see, and I see that it's fucking bad, you know? And I go back and forth with thinking like, am I selfish for wanting to hoard so much money to just leave the system and kind of like leave it behind? But then I think, you know what? The people that actually have money though are the ones that have power in society. And to be able to make a difference, a lot of the time you have to have money to be able to have a voice in the game because the game is money is power. And I know that like the alternate solution to that is activism. And that's something that I definitely want to get better about. Like, I don't have a lot of confidence as a person. Like, that's just kind of the way it is. It's something that I'm working on. But I don't see myself at a point yet where I am emotionally ready to engage in, like, anti-capitalist activism. I don't know, like this is what I have for now. I'm trying to become financially independent. Honestly, I think what it comes down to is I need to find a solution to making money that is not white collar. Like I know that it's gonna have to be capitalistic because we're in that society, but I need to find a way to make money that doesn't have me reporting to a superior or just isn't this like corporate hoity-toity environment. I'm just sick of like the social game that it is. Like if you guys watch like Survivor or Big Brother, that's literally what working in a corporate environment is like, but the jungle is just like The Office. Like legit, there are so many power struggles that happen between departments. There is so much manipulation that happens in almost every conversation that I have. And I know that it's like, oh no, Trey, like that's just a toxic work environment. But like, no, like it's not just that, because that's how the system is fucking set up. That's how you get ahead. You schmooze to the people that are in power, but you have to do it in a way that's very controlled. You have to understand people, be able to get them to like you, be good at your job, for sure. Like you do have to, most times, produce good results. But above that, you have to go above and beyond, which like could mean fucking anything. But essentially exert yourself, or at least make people perceive that you're working a lot harder than you actually are. Honestly, understand how your superiors work and what they want from you, and just fucking execute to the best of your ability without killing yourself, and then literally just manipulate them. Like that's essentially how you win. It's like about social manipulation and people's perceptions of you. That's just it, because we don't live in a fucking meritocracy. Like people don't see results objectively. It's bullshit because they teach you it doesn't matter what anyone thinks. Like you can be whatever you want to be when you grow up. Just, you know, put your head down and do the best work that you can. But it's a fucking lie. It's a fucking lie embedded by capitalism to fuel capitalism, because it takes advantage of people that want to do well, have been conditioned to do well, and it exploits them. It pays them shit because they have this mindset that like, oh, I always need to be doing better. I always need to constantly improve. I always need to please my superiors because I needed to please my teachers growing up. I needed to please my parents. I needed to get good grades. I need to get a good salary. Literally, our whole education system is set up to make you a good employee, not an entrepreneur. Because creativity, we don't need that. We don't need to teach people how to build things for themselves. How to give themselves a good life. Have people actually, you know, explore things that interest them. I'm just fucking sick of it. I don't know what the answer is for me, because I did not take the time to learn a skill that I know how to execute by myself that is very profitable. But that is kind of the thing though, right? Like, why do I want FI? I think I want FI because I hate the environment that I have always worked in. And it's persisted in every job I've ever had, which has all been corporate, to be fair. They've all been corporate desk jobs. You know, maybe I need to make a career switch, but I truly don't know what I would do. I guess I could be a consultant, but I don't know, man. This is gonna have to be the end of the video for now. Thank you for letting me rant to you. If you related to any of this, or you want to call me out on something, or you don't agree with something, whatever, love to continue this conversation, because everything comes back to this. Like, I feel like every conversation I have with people, like, eventually leads back to, like, oh, capitalism sucks, because it does, even for the middle class to upper middle class. Like, it really does suck. I'm gonna get off my high horse and go to bed, because now I'm exhausted. But thank you for listening. I love you guys. All 80 of you. I got 80 subscribers the other day. Like, I mean, reaching 80. I didn't get 80 all at once. That'd be crazy. Y'all aren't even just like my close friends. Like, maybe 5 of you are, but like 75 of you found my channel without me marketing it. Decided that you liked the content enough to actually hit that little dingy, that little subscribe little dingy. So thank you so much. And I'm sorry I haven't posted in a while. I've just been like, obviously a lot's been going on. Work has been fucking psychotic. And I'm having all these issues now. So yeah, if you like this rant, let me know. I'm so down to do other rants. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Love you. Goodbye.